Hey now, what's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the moon marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. In any case, please, come this way.
Now, tell us where this fucking spaceship is. Where did it go? Oh,
What do you see?
it looks familiar. Shooting star in the sky? That's our spaceship.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago.
Oh, there's no time.
What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Oh, they're changing white. Guess she wanted to use the moon mirror to restore some of her power.
Yeah, we should...
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutara after all, but we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Yeah, they're all white right now. Anyone else in here? No models are available. There is no model set up there right now. I know Sandrone appears in here. Oh wait, no, here's a model. I think I might have been too far. Don't see anyone else here though. Hello. You know how big some of these flowers are. They're ridiculously tall.
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Is it... Sorry. It's like... Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui.
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh, give me your hand. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better? Significantly,
What did you? What did I
the
do?
moon within your body
It is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water.
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. It is harmless.
Speaking of which, you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian? Now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Llama also saw the past by using the Moon Marrow.
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that...
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
I doubt that's the same
I
thing.
do not wish to become one.
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it,
Huh?
nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Llama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy.
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Is it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but...
I only know what others called him. The Rerir of Soul.
He's here! Oh, I did not know we were going to meet another sinner so soon. The fowl is gone. Gold is, like, the fowl is, like, out of the planet. He is somewhere in the cosmos just doing his own thing. Because he's, like, ridiculously strong and whatnot. Gold just kind of disappeared, but didn't know we were going to Rache.
Huh. There was that title, too.
Well, wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the 5?
Huh? If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm, but when I asked my colleagues where he went...
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies.
Oh,
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
oh. To think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners, that's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then, and even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say?
That's your ex-colleague? Did you just...
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him.
Before I decide,
What do you need?
do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in Nodcry?
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
This time we'll get a better glimpse. I believe I know where this is. Is it just completely covered?
Lumine, come on, we have.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Ether,
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs.
Alright. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Can you sense it? You learn quickly.
Oh, looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way,
It wasn't much. The flowers here.
Whoa, what? 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 In the new moon's embrace effect, when a knock cry, your party's moons on level always be ascendant gleam. Additionally, after completing a certain number of quests, you can claim a variety of other rewards. What? Huh? Go and interact with this Kuhenki. Oh. Whoa, what? Oh, that looks cool! Looks pretty good, too. Okay, outdoor furnishing, outdoor furnishing. Okay, I don't care much for those. But this I actually really like. I probably won't use it, but having some characters with it would probably be cool, because I currently have this out for this one, and I really like it. Interesting that I'm still forced to be the traveler while in here. Actually, what am I doing? I can teleport out. Oof. There we go. Hold on, I want to check. Does it force me to be the traveler when I'm in there now? It does. It forces me into being the traveler if I enter here. Okay, I'm going to do a real quick test. How close do you have to be for that to happen? So I am pretty sure I have an idea of where that fall was. It's obviously on one of these, like, outer islands. And I'm pretty sure it's one of these three, or one of these sets. I'm pretty certain it's this one, but it's either that, or it's an area we don't physically have access to yet. Which, it's very highly likely the latter, but I hope it's the former. Yeah, but I do really want to see how close I have to be before I turn into the Traveler. Or if entering normally won't let me turn into the Traveler. It might just be for this quest currently. Okay, still an Effa. Yeah, we don't have to open the door on subsequent times. I go down here. Oh, wait. Gotta pass here, and okay, yeah. It does force you to become the Traveler anytime you enter. Interesting. Good to know, though. I just realized I wanted to see if I still see if the map changed after the design bureau stuff.
The Rerir of Solnari. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. But if this Rerir is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now...
We should probably find a way to let Dane know, but if it is important enough for him to be here, he'll just show up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Notcry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch.
Thank you. The Frostmoon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Rerir, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to...
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
And F is also, like, standing outside right now. Trying to see where she is on screen right now. I think she's inside the thing, so it won't interfere with this.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Doesn't matter if if he's the Rerir Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens!
No. As cool as the cannon is, I'm gonna be real, I was disappointed. We've seen much bigger explosions in this game so far. Heck, I even caused one over in the Nothing Passage like 2-3 days ago. Your cannon would not be enough.
You were there when we fired it, right? True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters. Well, we'll just get a Nepha to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Shishnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon?
Ah,
He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what?
you're kidding.
Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago? Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. I'll send a Nepha over to Nashi Town with some flowers later. Oh, he seemed like a good guy.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's Sergeant Majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey! Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anefa?
My tasks are incomplete.
All right.
Well, that was unexpected. Okay, so he was just found dead. There's no way up from here. Is there like something back here I can fill up that I never saw? Oh, there is. Need to know that this is back here. Yo.
This must be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that Ratnik door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Hi, Nefer.
Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. I know. Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
That was easy. Okay. Nefer is just the all-in-one trump card to getting into literally anywhere. Yeah, his body's still in here.
Paimon might have said this before, Never, but...
Shush, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me, the murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by
Oh,
a
no.
single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed.
Don't tell me it's Flins.
Entering unopposed.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flins?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
My phone just got a notification. Okay, it's more stuff about the Charlie Kirk shooter.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
I think I know who Rerir might be.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace.
I have seen a cutscene show up twice on my feed, which is something of him coming across something, and I'm just going to assume that's Rerir. But not sure yet.
We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit.
Yeah! What reason would Flins have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do.
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return.
Okay, got it. Already got his location.
The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? Hey!
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh?
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within wild hunt anomalies.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this will be important.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey!
Do you blame her? Yoink. Since we're dealing with a wild hunt, it'll be good to have hunter charge available. Nope, come here. I want to make sure I don't use up all my stamina. I don't remember. I forget if stamina stays kept between cutscenes. I think sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Whoa! Is that a lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Monsters! Animals, 6308, stand clear. This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. There's something inside it, huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
Yeah, there's electro stuff right here.
Fight took place here. Did Flins leave these marks?
Also, I'm apparently missing a bunch of stuff here.
Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? Right.
So many fights. I had to turn my volume down every time.
Stand clear. Animal 6308.
I cannot wait till I have Flins. Like, seriously, it's gonna make this team so much easier to use. Because Neff was my only electro, like, effect. I'll be swapping Coco out for sure. No other character.
Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern.
Yeah, do they, like, come after me? Yep. Oh, I killed both of them. I do this from long range. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, it's just gonna start attacking me. Not too far from it. Okay, we're supposed to be chasing this. Oh, I don't have enough for that. Get away from me, get away from me. Oh my goodness, what? How am I taking damage? What? I can't see that way. What are you doing? Okay, I do heal over time. Okay. Oh, what the? Where you come from? Wow. I hate it when they come from behind. First, I could walk so slowly. I'd be able to dodge these normally, but I have to walk. Like it's a freaking horror game. Except not as terrifying. Horror games do, unironically, a really good job of being scary.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You are a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, now!
Nice! There we go, Flins. Ha ha ha, bitch. Boom, I love this. Oh, the eyes, I saw it. Oh, he's so cool.
It escaped again.
Woof.
This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
Yep.
So, you were tangling with Rerir out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the wild hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Thank God we can literally purify Abyss.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either, just the constitution, I think.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
It probably can, we just don't know. All I know is that I can just purify Abyss. I mean, if someone were to, find out how I do it, you could probably replicate it. I have no doubt.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on wild hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rerir claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract?
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide.
I love this dude so much.
Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Yep.
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind. Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerir's head.
Agreed.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rerir be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Please let me do... If there's any character you let me have a trial for, please let it be Flins. After I got that temporary trial, and in case you haven't seen it yet, if you do the quest to open this, you get to use him temporarily, which is how I learned what he did. And immediately switched gears off of using this thing. Off of going for the Beacon of the Reed Sea. I immediately switched gears and I'm getting him. I'm getting him. Are you kidding? I'm getting him. I have plenty of usable pole arms as well, so I've got options. I could give him Fractured Halo as well, because he can use a lot of that stuff, but it's staying on an Nepha because on the same team, plus the shield effect is really nice. But I could give him Calamity Queller, I can give him Primordial Jadewing Spear, I can give him Deathmatch. There's also probably some other really good polearms in this list that I just haven't really used that could also be really good, but you can take a look at my existing stash. Maybe even the craftable polearm is going to be super useful on him.
I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so...
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. If there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too.
Doing anything we can to delay their investigation into Flynn specifically.
We're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly?
You just pulled it to us.
We've got the lantern. What now?
He'll pop out of it.
Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
That's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the... as I thought.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nashitown. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal.
We tried every angle, found every clue.
You mean this?
Oh, it's recording.
I'm not well versed in machinery.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence.
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
That's so cool. Yeah, this is already getting super interesting, because if you have to deal with doppelgangers, you know there's going to be a whole lot of other shit that you've got to deal with, because it turns the entire story into a guessing game. It's like, was this a person A? It is always like, you can never truly tell which person it could be. You gotta find just the smallest details to help you.
Oh, it's you two. And Flins. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up.
You've provided us with some very crucial information. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night.
Okay, so he's probably been dead for a couple days.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm was actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another.
That's how it goes.
Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy. That would be good.
I still think that's so... Please tell me he has an idol that does that.
Back inside.
It'd be so cool.
We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight.
Superlative super strength.
Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to see how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Everybody seems fixated on you, and you on him.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him?
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So,
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the
Oh my god, he's a Fae? No fucking way!
This race is no longer of any importance,
No
but they still
way!
exist. As evidenced by the fact
No wonder
that
you're
I am
speaking
standing
Fae
before you.
before.
we've heard some scattered legends.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them, so joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age
Alright, I have
when
to start a
one
new
might
recording
believe
already.
in things that must be done.